India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on 3-day visit to Japan this morning to attend the annual bilateral summit. India and Myanmar agree to take action against insurgent groups operating within their territories. Government directs telecom companies to stop the use of Aadhaar-based electronic KYC. Committee of Governors submits 21 recommendations to the President for doubling farmers' income. 5-day Northeast Festival to begin today at India International Centre in New Delhi. And Saurav Kothari defeats Peter Gilchrist of Singapore to clinch the World Billiards Championship at Leeds. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is leaving for Japan this morning on a 3-day visit to attend the annual bilateral summit with his counterpart Mr. Shinzo Abe tomorrow. In his departure statement on Facebook before his visit to Japan yesterday, Mr. Modi has said that his visit to Japan will promote the traditional friendship that is deeply rooted in history and consolidate the partnership for a better and more prosperous future. He said India's ties with Japan, both economic and strategic, stand completely transformed in recent years. He said the relation rests on the strong pillars of India's Act East policy and the shared vision and commitment to a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific. This will be the 13th annual summit between India and Japan and the 5th between Mr. Modi and Mr. Abe. During the visit, he will be visiting the robotics and automation firm Fanuc in Yamanashi and meet business leaders as well. He will be showcasing India as an attractive investment destination to the Japanese investors and address a Make in India event in Tokyo. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will have wide-ranging talks with his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe and interact with business leaders and captains of industry from both the countries. He will also address the Indian community. This will be Modi's third visit to Japan for the annual summit. Prime Minister Modi's visit will reaffirm the traditional bonds of friendship between the two countries and strengthen the multifaceted cooperation in diverse fields. It will also advance the vision of India and Japan working together to promote peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region and beyond. Nitin Kelkar for AR News, Delhi.
India and Myanmar have agreed to take action against insurgent groups operating within their territories. They have also agreed to provide security cooperation in facilitating movement of people and trade across the international border. This was decided during the 2-day 22nd national level meeting between India and Myanmar, which concluded in New Delhi yesterday. The Indian delegation was led by Union Home Secretary Rajiv Gauba and the Myanmar delegation was led by Deputy Minister, Ministry of Home Affairs, Major General Ang Thu. An official statement said both sides also agreed to cooperate in preventing smuggling of wildlife and narcotic drugs and to strengthen cooperation on international border. In Chhattisgarh, contest in 18 constituencies in the Maoist-affected areas is mostly said to be bipolar as picture became clear after the last date of withdrawal of nomination papers for the first phase of elections. 192 candidates are left in the fray under these 18 constituencies. These constituencies will go to polls on November 12th. More from our correspondent.
In the first phase of assembly elections in Chhattisgarh, the most keenly watched contest will be in Rajnandgaon, where Chief Minister Dr. Raman Singh is pitted against former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's niece, Karuna Shukla. Prominent faces trying their electoral luck in first phase are School Education Minister Kedar Kashyap, Forest Minister Mahesh Gagra, Tribal Leader and Congress Legislative Party Deputy Leader Kawasi Lakhma, and CPI Leader Manish Kunjam. More than 31 lakh voters, including 16 lakh females, are eligible to exercise their franchise in first phase. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
The Bahujan Samaj Party or BSP has issued its second list for 29 seats for the Madhya Pradesh Assembly elections. With this, the party has so far announced 51 candidates for the 230-member assembly. State BSP Chief Pradeep Ahirwar said in Bhopal yesterday that party is going to fight all 230 seats in MP. In Jammu and Kashmir, the Chief Electoral Officer yesterday issued notification for the conduct of the second phase of Panchayati Polls 2018 to elect Sarpanches and Panches. An official spokesman said the notification covers different areas in 9 districts of Kashmir Division, including Kargil and Leh. The notification also covers 7 districts in Jammu Division. The last date for filing nominations is 2nd November. and polling will be held on November the 20th. The government ordered telecom companies to stop using Aadhaar for electronic verification of existing mobile phone customers as well as for issuing new connections to comply with a recent Supreme Court order. The Apex Court had last month in its verdict restricted the use of Aadhaar by private entities in the absence of a legal provision. To comply with the order, the Department of Telecom or DOT has issued detailed instructions to telecom companies on stopping the use of Aadhaar-based electronic Know Your Customer or eKYC and report compliance by 5th of November. The DOT also permitted the use of physical Aadhaar card for giving new connections, provided the customer voluntarily offers it. The 11th Base Repair Depot BRD of the Indian Air Force in Maharashtra's Nashik district yesterday handed over its first indigenously overhauled Sukhoi Su-30 MKI fighter jet to the IAF at a ceremony held at the Air Force Station, Ojhar. According to Defence spokesperson, the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI is a twin-jet multi-role air superiority aircraft developed by Russia's Sukhoi and built under license by India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited or HAL. The official said the aircraft was handed over to the operational squadron of the IAF. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in.
जन्म से लेकर 5 साल तक की उम्र के बच्चों को 7 बार टीकाकरण के लिए लेकर जाना है। 7 बार में से एक भी छूटना नहीं चाहिए। ये जिम्मेदारी हम सबकी है। ये जो बीच के टीके भूल जाते हैं ना, ये देखिए अच्छी बात नहीं है। सारे टीके समय से लगेंगे, तभी जानलेवा बीमारियों से बच्चों को सुरक्षा मिलेगी। 5 साल 7 बार छूटे ना टीका एक भी बार।
स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
Welcome back. A committee of governors set up by President Ram Nath Kovind submitted a report yesterday on approach to agriculture for doubling the income of farmers in the country. Uttar Pradesh Governor Ram Nayak, who headed the committee, has made 21 major recommendations. A report.
The committee has suggested slashing of premium rates of the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana from 5 to 2.5% where the sowing area is big. Another major recommendation is linking of the Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme Manrega with productive agriculture activities. The committee has also suggested for encouraging women into agricultural activities since the male-dominated sector is adversely affected by migration. It also said that a Krishak Shikayat Nivaran Cell or Farmers Grievance Addressal System should be at place in every district. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The 5 days extravaganza Experiencing Northeast Festival will begin at the India International Centre in New Delhi today. The festival, depicting the uniqueness of Northeastern culture, is being organized by Northeastern Council, NEC, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, DONAIR, in collaboration with India International Centre. More from our correspondent.
The event aims at showcasing the diverse culture and heritage of Northeast all under one roof. The festival will showcase the vibrant strength of Northeast India and display its art, handicraft, handlooms, tourism, food and culture. The event will have viewers from across the Northeast region who will display their skill and wonderful creations. Besides, there will be special performances by eminent cultural troupes, bands and artists from Northeast. A festival of films from the region will also be organized on the occasion. The entry to the event will be free. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Startup India is a flagship initiative of the Government of India. Several programs have been undertaken since the launch of the initiative on 16th of January 2016 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Young entrepreneurs of Surat city of Gujarat state have initiated their internet business with the help of Startup India scheme. Here is a report from our Ahmedabad correspondent.
Amit Tiwari of Surat city said that he was motivated by launching of Startup India and then he decided to start his own internet online business.
2016 में ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जब स्टार्टअप इंडिया लॉन्च किया तो मुझे उससे मोटिवेशन मिला कि मुझे कुछ स्टार्टअप चालू करना चाहिए। तो मैंने डील बॉक्स करके एक ऑनलाइन बिजनेस चालू किया जिसके अंदर हम लोग सूरत के रेस्टोरेंट्स, कैफेज को अपने ऐप के अंदर लिस्ट करते हैं एंड उनके डील्स रहते हैं।
Hardik Desai, residing in the same city Surat, told that he has started his internet company in which customer can evolve internet data from 2D to 3D.
हमारा मिशन है कि हम इंटरनेट को 2D से 3D में इवॉल्व करने में मदद कर पाएं। तो हम जब इतना बड़ा एक विजन लेके चल रहे हैं कि पूरा इंटरनेट ही हमें 2D से 3D में इवॉल्व करना है, तो उस समय स्टार्टअप इंडिया जैसी स्कीम में जब वो लॉन्च हुई थी तभी से हम उसे ट्रैक कर रहे हैं। हमने अप्लाई भी किया था रिकॉग्निशन के लिए और वो रिकॉग्निशन मिलने से हमें ट्रस्ट फैक्टर खूब मिला है। सो गवर्नमेंट रिकॉग्नाइज स्टार्टअप और उसकी वजह से हमें विजिबिलिटी भी काफी अच्छी इवेंट्स में मिली है।
With the help of Startup India, many entrepreneurs like Amit Tiwari and Hardik Desai are availing the benefits of starting their own business in India. Bharat Devmani, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
In Sri Lanka, President Maithripala Sirisena has removed Ranil Wickremesinghe from the post of Prime Minister and sworn in former President Mahinda Rajapaksa in his place. The sudden political developments came last evening when President's party decided to leave the unity government headed by Mr. Wickremesinghe. However, Mr. Wickremesinghe has claimed that he still remains the Prime Minister as he has the support of majority in Parliament. His party has demanded early session of Parliament and a decision in this regard will be taken by Speaker today. India's Saurav Kothari defeated Peter Gilchrist of Singapore 1-1-3-4-9-4-4 to clinch the 2018 World Billiards Championship title at Leeds in UK. The former national and Asian billiards champion Kothari was pipped at the post for the coveted World Billiards crown on 2 occasions in the last 2 years, including a loss to Gilchrist in the 2016 final in Bengaluru. In French Open badminton, top Indian shuttlers Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu and Kidambi Srikanth were knocked out after losing their respective quarter-finals matches in Paris yesterday. In the women's singles quarter-finals, Saina Nehwal lost to world number 1 Tai Tzu Ying, while PV Sindhu bowed down to Pin Xiao He. In the men's singles quarter-finals, Kidambi Srikanth lost to world champion Kento Momoto. In cricket, India will take on West Indies in the third one-day international of the 5-match series at the Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium in Pune today. The match will begin at 1:30 p.m. With 2 games played, India are leading the 5-match series 1-0. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Anuja Kumar.
Thank you, Saira. The big story across dailies is Supreme Court instructing Central Vigilance Commission to finish probe against Verma in 2 weeks. The DNA headlines, SC steps in to clean CBI mess. The Tribune adds CVC inquiry to be supervised by retired Supreme Court Judge Patnaik. While the Pioneer adds, court asks CVC to stick to deadline, bars CBI interim chief from taking policy decisions, hearing on November 12th. National Capital's deteriorating air quality surpassed all records of this season on Friday. Hindustan Times says, cut exposure to toxic air, private car use from November 1st to 10th, says Central Pollution Control Board. While the Pioneer writes, Delhi air at rock bottom of season. The Times of India notes, don't run or jog for first 10 days of November, says CPCB panel. The political upheaval in Sri Lanka and Mahinda Rajapaksa being appointed as the Prime Minister by President Maithripala Sirisena is also widely covered by the press. The Hindu headlines, Sri Lanka unity government falls, Rajapaksa sworn in as PM. While the Indian Express notes, sudden regime change in Lanka, Rajapaksa is back now as PM. In the island continent of Australia, a same-sex penguin couple is doting on their chick. Sydney's same-sex penguins, now proud parents, reports the DNA. And finally, Tulsi has always been an integral part at homes in India, but now there's more reason to have this holy plant in our house. A research says that Tulsi helps in controlling blood sugar and cholesterol. The DNA writes, Tulsi can help you to manage your blood sugar. And with that, it's back to you, Saira.
Thank you, Anuja. That was a look at today's newspapers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on 3-day visit to Japan this morning to attend the annual bilateral summit. India and Myanmar agree to take action against insurgent groups operating within their territories. Government directs telecom companies to stop the use of Aadhaar-based electronic KYC. Committee of Governors submits 21 recommendations to the President for doubling farmers' income. 5-day Northeast Festival to begin today at India International Centre in New Delhi. And Saurav Kothari defeats Peter Gilchrist of Singapore to clinch the World Billiards Championship at Leeds. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. With that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.